What's going on YouTube? Back at like crack at it. It's your boy Reese, aka Conundrum TV, and we back at it with another Starting Five podcast episode, man. I got my host, the normal same gang as usual. We got Dezo in the building. Dez, say what's good to the people.
Yo, what's good with y'all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got BP Mike. Say what's good.
Boogie Productions, man. Y'all know the vibes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy got them headphones in, sound crystal clear for y'all, man. We upgrading every week. Every week. Let's get it. We got Jay in the
Shout
building.
out Jay, man. Shout out Jay.
What's
Yeah.
going on, fam?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Then we got Vano. Vano. Last but not least, Vano, man. Say what's good.
Yo, what's good with y'all? Free Von Inc. Turn to the label, man. How y'all feeling?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This episode 13. This is an all-star episode. It was a long weekend. I feel like just because it was a drag, I feel like it was some dead spots in there. But I'm gonna just go ahead and start off with the all-star. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just start it off with the all-star game. Well, at least the all-star weekend. We can get into Saturday night. 3-point contest specifically. To me, that was the main event of Saturday night. In the 3-point contest, Damian Lillard ended up winning. Jay did his predictions. I dropped his predictions. Jay had Khan Kanuba, shout out Khan for a rookie year performance. He went out there, got 27 first round. So shout out Khan. Your prediction wasn't too crazy wrong, but he was just a little off about that pure form thing because he got tired. He used too much legs.
He got tired.
Yeah,
he got tired, and you saw it in the little skills challenge. The next event, his legs were just gone. So that youthfulness caught up to him for real.
Nah, for real, man. Dez, what was your thoughts on the 3-point contest? I know you was locked in fully.
Yeah, like you said, I believe that was like the main event on that Saturday night. It was good to see Khan go out there and do what he do in that first round. But like y'all said, I think his youthfulness kicked in. Like those OGs, they know where to pick their spots at. I think like Devin Booker even started on a certain side of the court that he know like when he get around, he gonna get his rhythm, and Dame the same thing. So it's good to see him go out there and battle. But man, seeing Dame just come do what he did, I was like, man, I don't know. I was thinking they probably need to investigate Portland or something because that's crazy how he was shooting that thing, man. He was knocking it down, but it was good to see, man.
Yeah, Mike, what was your thought about the 3-point contest? Like, I think that's everybody's favorite thing of the Saturday night. So
Yeah, I was hurt about Khan. I was going for Khan. He the label.
yeah,
So him losing hurt. But I felt like if he would have went last, not to make no excuses for him, but I'm already knowing he a rookie. You feel me? They already, nigga, you going first. You feel me? You rook go first automatically. Like they don't care. You already know how that go. But yeah, I was when I noticed Khan, you feel me, legs wasn't under him no more. I was going for D Book. But then Dame did what he did. I'm like, shout out to Dame. He just like this, he could shoot that thing. So
yeah. Apparently, I learned this from watching Cameron Johnson interview about his bad performance he had in 3-point contest. I know y'all remember him going out there and put up a stinker. Apparently, it go alphabetical order, so you don't know until you get on the court. Yeah, that's why Khan had to go first in the championship round because he Charlotte Hornets, like you know what I mean. So he probably was out there like, damn, I gotta go again.
The
I gotta go.
team,
Yeah,
the
I ain't know
team.
that.
yeah.
I'm
It go a
thinking it
team.
went off. You feel me? Vet, like who the vet on? You feel me? That's why it made sense to me. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
Dame and D Book go last. Of course, you feel me? It just made sense to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Vaughn, what was your thoughts on the 3-point contest though?
I enjoyed it. I hate the fact that D Book sold it. Like had it in his palm of his hands, and just gave it away. But like you said, this is a most enjoyable event Saturday. So it was crazy to see Dame on the court again. Like Dad said, we might have to check out Portland a little bit. Nah, he said he coming for a fourth one, so I hope he can get it. I ain't gonna lie, never been done in history.
4 times never been done. I ain't know that. Hold on, 4 times ain't never been done.
I don't think so.
Do Curry got to come out of retirement for that one? If Dame compete, Curry
He
got to.
takes Curry, Reese. He
Ooh,
takes
Same.
Curry because he said it's gonna be in Oakland next. I mean, it's gonna be in Westland next year. It's gonna be in
Phoenix.
yeah, and he wanted D Book, basically shooters, Clay, Steph. He takes
ooh.
all of them. That's hard. I ain't gonna
Hey,
lie.
hey, Dame trying to bring that. He trying to bring that energy back. He trying to challenge Steph for his spot. Because everybody got Steph unanimous number one, but Dame always been saying his whole career he just as good as Steph at shooting. Bro. That's
Yeah,
my
he
that
always
brings
said
me to
that.
my question: is Dame second all time shooter? Because I've seen some controversy with people saying they think Dame might be second all time at 3-point shooting, but historically and the numbers don't back that. He low key a bad shooter number wise, but we see it visually. Like we see his game. His game is ridiculous. Like he got range that nobody else has besides Steph for real. So
Like you said, visually, I think we all can say that he's probably next to Steph when it comes to being able to, hit difficult shots at any part of the court for real. Like you got to guard Dame when he crossed that half court line too. Now his stats may not back it up that he's like up there with Steph, but we all know like he's shooting it just as good as Steph Curry at any range. So that's how I feel about it at least.
yeah, I got Dame in second. I don't got Dame in second. I'm such a Klay Thompson fan, bro.
I
I
don't
still
have
take
him
Klay.
second, but I just think to like the difficulty of the shots that Steph take and stuff like that, I think Dame is like probably next to him when it comes to doing that type of stuff. But you got to have the numbers to back that type of stuff up, bro. Like if you're not really up there with them, then I can't really give you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Jay,
Dame, like he get the boost for the range, but like the efficiency for other guys that are in that same conversation is just so elite. So I don't have him two, but he's definitely like, top six, top seven,
Mm.
maybe. Like, I just think that the range on which he shoots it from, and if you look at the numbers, he's a better deep shooter than Steph Curry. Like even like Steph is more efficient, and he doesn't take those deep shots as much as Dame. So Dame, his percentages go down, but like he's more efficient from that range. So I think you got to give him his props though.
Mm. I got, like I said, I got Klay second.
yeah, I got Clay second, and I probably got Ray third. Dame
My
fall
nigga.
like fall in between like the five, kind of exactly where Jay got him. I just like when it come up to shooting, bro. Like it's kind of tough, bro. Like because everybody's shooting different. Everybody doing different things to get they shot off. You got Curry, he running around the whole gym,
Yeah,
and
because I was
Dame,
gonna ask y'all where y'all rank Harden. Like, 'cause Harden,
see,
Yeah.
like
he
See,
get him
that's
up
another
too.
Hard.
shooter.
See, look. If we
Yeah,
talking
but
about Harden, like my argument would be Dame. I mean, Harden is a better shooter than Dame because don't Harden lead like the and one threes.
Yeah,
Don't he
things
yeah.
like
lead
that.
that, bro?
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of crazy, bro. Like little
So
stuff
when you
like
were
that
saying
is
like
like
when you measuring shooting, you do got to just think about it in all different type of aspects. So
all different type
Facts.
of aspects. So
Facts.
it's
Facts.
like my thing is I probably got Harden right above Dame type, but
Ooh.
yeah,
Hey, that's not a
I
Harden
bad
got the
I
numbers
take.
to back his too though. Like Harden,
I
he
was
up
say.
there when it comes to the 3-point
For
shooting. I think
sure, for
he
sure.
is.
That's
Yeah.
why I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you even brought him up, Dad. That's for real, because that's the first person I thought of. Like, I don't know. I don't think he got Harden. Like, that was the first thing I thought of. Like,
Yeah.
he might be next. He might be next to Harden than Curry. I don't feel like he should keep saying Steph name. You feel me? Like,
He's-
that's
That's
a
good.
different ballpark, bro. That's a different ballpark. That's all.
Yeah,
but
Harden. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Harden number 2 right now.
see,
Just saying, bro.
Yeah, Harden is.
Hey.
It goes Steph, Harden, Ray Allen, Clay, and then Dame, and then of course old folks and Reggie.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. Respectfully, you just
Thank you,
gotta stop
dog.
saying his name.
hey, say Bron name with some respect next time. Talking about old folks, you know Bron on that list, and they be trying to say Bron not a shooter. We not gonna get into all that dope, man. We can go ahead and move on to
Yeah.
the next event. The next event, I'm a well, shout out to the Knicks team for winning that skills challenge that you was talking about. They call it the Shooting Stars, where they had the teams put up.
Yeah.
Ron Harper sold you, Jay. I'm just let you know. You had picked the Harper. You had picked the Harper team. Ron Harper smoked that layup to begin up. I knew it was over with.
I did too.
I
I
don't
did
want to
too,
harp
Reese.
on it too much, but he said some foul things about Bron that's not Pete. Like I don't really rock with
Yeah.
that. But we're not gonna get into that too much. They sold me in that contest, but I should have known. Cat, I feel like Cat always hooping in them. Like he coming to play, so
He
his
do.
team
He
what
does.
try to.
Jay,
So
it
what's good?
wasn't them though. It was Dad. It was Pops.
No,
Like Pops, you
that's cool.
tweaking. You gotta chill out. Like they ain't got you feel me? You ain't
Yeah,
got nothing to speak on that. You feel me? That's like, but I feel you coming from too. But yeah,
like,
oh bro.
no, shout out to the Suns. You know what I mean? It's just Pops that he was tweaking.
Yeah, Pops was tripping.
Pop,
All right, go.
Pops ain't even have his legs under him for that half court shot, G. I don't know
He
if
Nah,
y'all
didn't
saw
though.
it, didn't it?
it
Like,
was bad.
nah.
G.
It was
Hey,
I
bad,
think he
bad.
smoked the layup too. I
yeah,
think he
He did.
smoked the
He
lay.
smoked that
he
leg.
smoked the
Yeah,
late,
he
bro.
smoked the lay.
When he shot the 3 ball and he said, "Man, I can't get that mug up," I started crying, laughing. I started
That
crying,
was a
laughing.
fun event though. I actually
It
enjoyed that
was.
event outside
Hey,
of the
my
3-point contest
bad.
standpoint. Though.
Who? See, it was Corey Maggio.
Oh, that was the
That was
Clippers
Jalen
team.
Johnson
Jalen.
and
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
Atlanta
Khan.
Hawks.
uh-huh.
Bro, he
They sold.
carried.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Oh
they
they
yeah,
sold.
they
Corey
sold
McGrady was
him. They
hooping.
sold
He
him
was
for
He
hooping.
was
sure.
open.
Yeah, he was. Bro, what is he not missing? Like, what's
I
going
know he was
on?
mad because he went off and
Two,
then Catton
bro,
pulled up and turned
So
it up. I'm like, oh yeah.
two back
he
to
hit.
back half courts is
Yeah.
crazy, and I'm
He
thinking
was
he not
snapping.
even. You feel? It looked like he ain't even trying to shoot it. Like,
What?
He was
it
one
was just
leg too, half
yeah,
court
So
shot.
one
I'm like,
leg.
dang.
And
dropping them. I'm like, oh,
while y'all sleep,
okay.
he for the two ball on the layup, he ain't do no layup. He slammed that motherfucker. We
From
damn. Hey, you damn near 40 out here standing dunking. He might as well sign
Come
up.
on, now.
He could play for the
Nah,
Hard
for
court,
real.
I
man.
ain't gonna lie, he could play for the Wizards right now. Give him like 8 minutes. Give him like eight
All
minutes out the
right, next topic.
Yeah,
Next
that's
get it
crazy.
on. Get it on.
Get them niggas like 8
Bro,
minutes. But no, you can get into the worst event of the night, in my opinion, the most boring, the snooze fest. Not to try, I don't mean to shit on the players that was in it, but they just didn't bring the energy that I thought was needed for this dunk contest. Was what I'm talking about, the Kia Slam dunk contest. But shout out Kashad Johnson, he's the one that won it. He made his name known this weekend because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be honest, none of us really probably knew who he necessarily was for real. He's not a rotation player, but we starting to see a trend where the non-rotation players or the two-way contract players is taking over the event, and it's kind of losing its aura as an event. My question for y'all is, do y'all think they should just get rid of the dunk contest altogether? Like, is that something that's in the cards?
nah, we ain't gonna take that. That's different.
Yeah, no.
We
Yeah,
ain't
I
doing
feel like
that.
in order for you to like take it away, you would have to like replace it with something that's so like big that can
Nah,
take
I
place.
feel like you take that away, you gotta add two things. I ain't gonna lie. We need 101 or something else, gang.
I
I
agree,
I
agree.
Mike.
feel like all you
I'm
need is
mad at that,
ones.
Mike.
I just think it's so much history behind the dunk contest. I don't think that's something they'll even consider taking away. But I mean, who knows though? Like they've been changing a lot of stuff now, so I do think ones is something they could probably incorporate. I know it was probably like a 2v2 talks as well too. So it's something they can put in there. But as far as the dunk contest, I don't think they're gonna take it out
Yeah,
personally. But
I ain't gonna lie,
last couple
bro.
years been
These
pretty bad though, or mediocre at least. As far as like the dunk contest, I feel like we didn't seen everything though, so it is kind of hard for
Shit,
those guys to
it's
go out
hard
there and
for him to
get
be
creative.
good now.
Yeah, like a lot of, I feel like a lot of the like ratings and everything for the dunks be off like how clean does the dunk look? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, did you land properly? Did you make it the first time? Did you know what I'm saying? That's really what it be because we didn't pretty much seen everything when it comes to dunks, bro. So, um, I don't know.
especially after that Zach Levine and Aaron, you feel me? That
Yeah,
one
like
was
that
crazy.
battle was
Like we
crazy, bro.
with that one going in the overtime, what twice, three
Mm-hmm.
times, I believe.
It was twice.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Maybe we just
twice.
need stars to
Yeah.
turn it up though.
I'm about to say
Maybe some stars
it's a
pull up.
star event, G. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like
Like
a lot
I
of
feel like if people like off the fact, if John Morant, for example, if he come and he just jump his highest, he can do the most simplest dunk. But as long as we see that 50-inch vert,
yeah,
people is
As long
literally,
as
gonna
it look
go.
clean, you know what I'm saying? Jock
You
could
feel
just
me?
do a
People go
basic
literally.
dunk probably.
crazy. Like,
Yeah. So
cause that's what I was noticing with Johnson. Like to me, it's like his dunks was just really. It's just it was him. You feel me? Because he was entertaining. He was very entertaining. You feel me? He go out there dug in. He dancing, smiling. You feel me?
He brought
All that.
E40 out. Ugh.
You
right.
feel me? He doing. You feel me? He doing all that. Like so, he was very entertaining. I feel like he won it on that tip, and I finished all my dunks.
But it would hit
Like
different if somebody like you said, like Ja Morant was to pull up and he bringing
it's
somebody
He
out
bring
and
little
you
he
getting
baby
people
out.
changing the
really hyped.
whole.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
he
saying?
changing
Like
the.
people look for
He changing
stars
the
in
whole. Yeah, he
star-studded
changing the whole
weekend.
atmosphere for sure. For
Yeah, you
sure.
know what I'm
Like,
saying?
and I feel like that's what some of these stars don't realize. Like, maybe
Mhm.
if I do show up and bring, like how y'all just said, little baby, the crowd, the whole NBA joint finna go crazy. It ain't even gotta
Bro,
be.
everybody
He in
tuning
Memphis,
into
so
that, bro. If they hear Ja Morant finna be in a dunk contest, they gonna tune in just for the fact they know he
what?
finna bring somebody hot out with
What?
him like
Come
baby.
on
Yeah,
That
now.
just
You
Come on
having
now.
random people watch at that point.
you have Ja and Zion. I don't even give a fuck who the fourth is at that point. You had them three niggas in that bitch. I promise you that
Come on, bro.
that's
Yeah,
immediate.
people gonna
That's
watch
Yeah,
immediate
that, bro.
bro.
5-star dunk contest.
To that point though, Reese, I do think that it'll create a lot of buzz, and we did have the best like young dunkers in the league, but it's only gonna last for so long for real. Like if you see him next year, that it ain't gonna have that same flair the next year. You know what I mean? And we
yeah.
don't get new young exciting like dunkers in the league every year. So I feel like no matter what, G, eventually the dunk contest is gonna grow stale again because we've already seen all these dunks. no
Yeah.
matter what. So
I'm
the
yeah.
league really got to think about
Mm,
what they want to do
That's
going
true,
forward.
Jay.
It's just like
But I'm gonna keep it 100. Carter Bryant shocked me. I ain't think he had that in him. Some of his, I thought he was just regular 3 and D.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Like
actually
so.
enjoyed some of his dunks. I'm not gonna lie.
I
I
did
enjoyed
too,
it because
Yeah,
they
Jay.
that's what I
looked
was saying.
clean.
Like he really
I enjoyed
shocked
some of
me.
his dunks.
So
and
I
it's like you had young guys that don't really have a name come in and dunk well, but at the end of the day, they don't got a name. So it's like, oh, he kind of impressed me a little bit. That's still if you got four
Mhm.
Carter Bryants in
uh,
the dunk contest, you're not gonna you're not gonna care still. Like
mhm.
for
like
sure,
I,
I feel.
Then they be having these Jackson Hayes caliber type players too
Hey,
every
I
year.
ain't
I
gonna
feel
lie.
like it's
My
somebody
hey Reese,
every year. It's
shout out
one
to
person in dunk contest that like, why is he here? You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
hey
it's
Reese. Thank
always
you,
that
bro.
one
Don't.
person.
I'm glad you ain't post mines, bro. I'm glad you ain't post mines, bro.
I ain't get a
I'm
chance to it,
glad you
bro.
ain't post
I didn't
mines.
know that
Nah,
the
we
All
Oh,
good.
Star
you had him
event.
winning?
Yeah, Jackson Hayes.
Bro,
He did. He
bro,
said, "Hey, this man
bro,
Mike said we just gonna see a lot of powerful dunks, a lot of strong finishes." That's exactly what he gave you. He gave you that warm up
Yeah,
I
dunk
ain't gonna
two-hand
ass.
lie,
game
bro.
dunks, G.
Man,
Bro
them
ain't
layup
nothing
line
but a
dunks.
reincarnated JaVale McGee. That's all.
Nah, don't disrespect
Bro,
JaVale. JaVale
No,
didn't won.
JaVale would have went out there and did something way
JaVale
better than
won.
that,
JaVale was
bro.
hooping in
bro,
them dunk
Don't
contests
do
back in the
don't do
day.
Yeah.
JaVale. JaVale a
he was.
NBA
You right,
champion, dunk contest champion. We not gonna
Throwing
do
out
JaVale.
candles on the rim, G.
Bro,
Like
he doing
Yeah.
that's a
crazy.
bro,
staple.
What Jackson Hayes did, I swear to God, I
bro.
could see at
Um,
my local high school down the street. On my life, I could see that at the
bro,
local high
what
school
was
down the
he
street.
That's
on, bro?
what's his name? Jeremiah Sims. What's bro name
Jericho
who was
Sims.
playing in the
Jericho
Oh,
dunk?
That's what
Sims.
I'm saying.
Yeah, that's
That's what
who
I'm
he
that
saying.
was
did.
You always had that one guy that's like, why is he here, bro?
That's who
Like,
he
what is he even
replicated.
doing? Yeah.
Hey, then we can't go breeze past before we get to the All Star game. We can't breeze past what happened to Jace Richardson, man. Bro almost gave
Yeah.
himself a concussion trying to do that 360. He trying to be like Pops. Who peer pressured him into doing that? That's what I want to know because he ain't never
that's
been no
never
dunker.
it's not his
He
body.
He's
I don't
never
know.
been
bro,
a dunker, bro.
I followed his career when he was in Michigan State. He ain't never was no dunker. He
He
ain't Cohen
never
Carr. He's not Cohen Carr. Why else we got him in
he
the dunk
barely dunked
bro,
in
contest?
game at Michigan State, bro.
bro.
Like,
He
Exactly.
even he said that shit after the game, like after they asked him, like, what's the rankings of the family? He like, I ain't gonna lie, it's my pops and my little brother, bottom tier, bottom tier, bottom tier, me. Then he
yeah,
was
he
like,
knew.
bottom tier, my mom. He like, you see the gap in that? I was like, bro, dude is kind of funny for that. I ain't gonna lie, I felt where he was
Cuz
coming
man,
from though.
he really a playmaking guard, bro. I don't know. He's just a well
I
rounded
mean, he
player.
was shocked. He was shocked to be in it though. Y'all remember when he got announced? He tweeted back like, "Oh yeah." So like
He-
little stuff
Shout
like
out to
that,
him
you
though for
know.
going out there and doing it, but he definitely almost hurt himself.
We can go ahead and get into the best part of the weekend. To me personally, was the All Star game, man. What are y'all thoughts on the All Star game format? And do y'all think that the All Star game really like made a name for itself again this weekend? I'm gonna let you go first, Zay, because I feel like what I mean we just been going in reverse order, so I'm gonna let you go.
Um, I I do think that it contributed to the competitiveness this year, but I don't think it's a format that will like lead to consistent competitive All-Star games. I feel like the players either something in the world has to be going on, or the something between the players has to be going on for the All-Star game to be competitive no matter what. So I think we should go back to traditional East versus West because like the 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 frequentness of you getting a game that's competitive is gonna be the same regardless of the format. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be the same.
Yeah, I actually kind of agree, especially with the East versus West take, because we saw from that last game with the old heads, you could tell they were fatigued, legs was gone, and you just kind of got a snooze fest from the last game after the two like rulers we got beforehand. But I do think the players make it competitive. I don't think the format kind of did that. I feel like Wimby coming in saying, "Nah, I'm finna take over," made everybody get up like, who was Shorty talking to? You feel me? Like I think the players made it more competitive than the format, but I do like the players actually contributing to make it competitive because they are a big part of that. You feel me?
Des, what was your thoughts on the Sunday night?
Uh, I agree with what they said. Like the format, I mean, it was cool, but I just think they definitely had to go out their way to make the format work. I know they like added a lot of players and things like that, and put players in Team World where I feel like they really like more Americans than they are like with they other cultures or whatever. But like the competitiveness of the game was pretty cool. I don't know if anybody watched the All Star predictions, but I did stamp Anthony Edwards as being All-Star Game MVP, and that's exactly what we went out there and did. I told y'all he was better than a lot of people that made the team, and he should have been one of the stars. I told y'all. So go back and look at it. It's probably at the beginning of the video. I stamped it. So, but it was good to see, man. Like Wemby definitely set the tone for those guys, and then a lot of the other guys followed up, and then like it was really just it was fun seeing some of the young guys like Cade, Jalen Johnson was out there hooping, Scotty Barnes, Wimby, like all those young guys was out there taking it serious. And then even when the like OG stepped through, like all of those guys were locked in, of course, into that last game. Everybody was just being competitive, so that was good to see. I think that was one of our best All Star games in a few years now. So
Mm,
that was pretty
Yeah.
good.
I
Mike,
think to
right?
your point, is that's one thing I do like about the All Star game is you see like certain connections that we probably won't ever see in terms of real basketball. Like we see Luca and Jokic play together. Or we seen K and D Book play like really look well next to each other at this All Star game. And I know that's kind of talking about them being like the next Olympic team, but seeing those like combinations from All Star events and probably won't ever seeing them through like trade is kind of fun to watch.
Hmm.
K looked it good, bro. Like overall, he was just playing his game, and it was like a free flow. And like you
Yeah,
said, not to get off topic with the Olympic thing, but if we can see those guys in the Olympics, I think we're gonna see a lot of like star power really come together in a different way to see that we really still in good hands when it comes to the league and everything. So
oh yeah.
No, yeah, for sure. Mike, what was your thoughts about the All Star Sunday, man? Like, how did you feel about it?
It was great. Well, I ain't gonna say great. It was good. I actually like. I don't. I'm in agreement with Javon when he say the OGs playing back to back, and you feel me, they legs being tired out. Like I don't like that. I feel like they can come up with a better format to get everybody on the floor, like how they did. You feel me? I understand they want to see teams and people barely come off the bench and all that. That's cool and all, but I feel like we have a 15 versus 15 man roster. You feel me? I don't care if y'all let the OGs start it off against the world. You feel me? That would have been better or something. And y'all playing serious. Like the players made it competitive though. That was the whole point. Wemby came out there. I called that out though. I had a feeling he was gonna do that. Like it was either gonna be Wemby and we already know the one of the faces of the young generation. Like we all had a feeling it was gonna be one of them. So I liked it, but I'm with Vaughn when he say like that that losers bracket and all that. I ain't with all that. I ain't gonna lie. Like just play one long game respectfully. Like at 50,
yeah,
play serious. Like
Yeah.
simple as that. As soon as y'all get to 50, after y'all warm up, play serious. On bro, it's getting now from the third quarter on out. I
and
mean,
to
but
like
you know,
follow up with Mike, it's like that last game was such a like a snooze fest. Like we needed Wimby to still be like, Wimby is
Yeah.
one of the faces, bro. He the one that was really bringing the energy. And if you looked at it, a lot of those guys from Team World, they wasn't even hooping. You know what I'm saying? So like them
nah,
probably
it
being
was
the
real
guys that's
Wimby.
on the bench for real, and like the people that's really hooping, those be the ones that's in the game at the end. So I feel like that's where like I feel like the format kind of messed it up a little bit because if it was just East versus West, come on, man, I think the West would have smoked the East, or it would have probably been like a.
Yeah,
I thought they would have been going back and forth, but I feel like the West probably would have like brought it out, and we would have probably seen a little bit more entertainment like within the whole event. Because like I said, the last game was just like they just blew them out, So
yeah.
Even if it's not East versus West, I would like them doing like the team captains like they did at one point, where they just draft the
bro,
team
or that, yeah, that's cool too, yeah.
Like
East
that
versus
was
West.
hard to me. I liked it that for real.
That was literally what I was about to say. You took the words out my mouth, Vaughn. I think, like I said, I don't think it was a format thing specifically. I think it was literally just players just got to bring the energy, bro. All we want
Mhm.
is just a tad bit of defense, and that's all Wimby brought. Wimby was sending shit, like you feel me. The first game, he got a couple blocks out there. Made
He
sure
get like
his.
4 blocks, like four
Yeah,
blocks in that
yeah,
first
like
game.
for the first game, and we don't see that no more. We used to see a couple steals here and there back in the day, or a block here and there, just to be like, wow, oh, like you know what I mean? Like they trying to play for something. They at least trying to play for the win. When we seeing people literally not care at all about the win, that's the problem with the format. It don't got nothing to do
Bro, because
with
what happened to
world
bragging rights,
stripes.
bro?
That's what I'm saying. Like we don't care about the team stripes and USI stars. Like that's a cool combination of players. Like you said, I love seeing them combination of players because it was the younger generation. It's like the old gold medalists versus the new who we hope and pray that's gonna be the gold medalist of 2020. What is it's 2028 or something like that. We hoping
Yeah,
that they gonna bring that energy. You know what I'm saying? Seeing them go head to head with the OGs, that was great. I understand that one, but that's not gonna happen again. How's that gonna work next year? KD might not be there next year. LeBron might not be there next year. I'm sure Kawhi probably still, got a few more years in his tank. But these OGs that we had on that team is not gonna be there forever, and this format is gonna dry out. It's gonna dry out quickly too. So, I just think it was just the players, like I said. I think it was all on
Yeah.
Wimby bringing that energy, talking that trash, and showing passion. Like I love the fact, even though it's a little OC that he was that mad about losing to the team stripes the first game by game winner. It was a little OC just because he was like mad, like seriously angry, stomping,
I don't
pouting and
think
stuff.
it's
But it's
I don't
like,
think it's not like it's not crazy to me because like I said, my guy when Ant see that he like, oh yeah, we on that,
oh
like, and then he'll
yeah,
get on that for real. So like a lot of them guys need that. Like I said, even the OGs, I know Brian even mentioned before, like when somebody get to talking crazy, like that's what kind of ramped those guys up. So
yes,
I wasn't mad at Wimby for really being mad, and I think he did say like, "I'm gonna take this serious." You know what I'm saying? It's the game that we love. I love this stuff, and even like in regular season games, Wimby be like on that with everybody. He don't even be shaking people's hands at the end of the game. So like, I knew he was gonna come down on that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
shout out to Ant though for also turning it up for the young guys, and shout out to Kawhi. We also got to mention Kawhi. Oh my God, this started conversations. Is he the best small forward in the league? Can we
it's
all?
another label,
Is he the
man.
best small forward in the league? Is he not the best small forward in the league right now? Now y'all know I was hating on him in the beginning. I said he wasn't even S tier, but what he did, he been doing in the last 2 months, and in that All Star game, I'm not gonna lie, he just took the spot from KD and LeBron to me. I ain't gonna lie to you, he took it.
He, he's been playing the best. He's having the best season for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And so,
Out of all the OGs, he definitely having the best one.
not even OGs. I'm talking about small forward positions. It's not. We not limited to
Yeah,
age group. I'm talking about the entire league. Is he not the best small forward right now?
yeah. Right now,
I
yeah, for
think so.
sure.
Still, I think so for real, for real. I don't think
That
nobody messing with Kawhi right now.
that boy tough. I ain't gonna lie. He had what on me. I'm gonna look at the stats. He had 31 points against the what is this team stripes. This is against the young guys, man. He put up 31 points on their head for the well, not specifically only that game, but just 31 points overall. Like, it's crazy what he can do in short limited minutes, man. Like short span, like get high. We usually only see players like Curry do stuff like that in the All-Star game. We seen Jason Tatum do it
Curry,
before. Paul
Kyrie,
Paul George,
KD.
Kyrie, yeah. It was Kawhi turn. I like it. You know what I mean?
This ain't his first time doing something like that, but you know
It
what I'm
ain't,
saying.
bro.
You
Is
know,
that
it is
crazy?
what it is.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Man, shout out Kawhi. But what's funny though, we can move on to the next topic. Just a little controversial topic. There's some rumors flying around during the All-Star game that dropped right before the All-Star game. Kevin Durant's burner account on X was exposed, man. What is y'all thoughts on that? Because some of the leaked messages is out of pocket. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's some crazy OC stuff. Me personally, y'all know I'm an OKC fan, so I don't think it's far fetched because the way he backstabbed us and then talked crazy down to us, like it wasn't his fault we lost. So, I'm not upset at the fact. Well, not upset. I'm not saying. I'm not surprised by the fact that he has another burner account exposing stuff. But once again, it's just rumors. We don't know. What's y'all thoughts about it though?
Man,
Kind of like you said, a lot of stuff that he said was a little far fetched. I'm more so like innocent until we get more evidence. You feel me? I'm not gonna harp on KD just dog mouthing like every teammate he has, basically, especially while he's in the middle of the season playing with these guys as well. So I kind of didn't pay it too much mind. I hope it's not real because if it is, I feel like it's kind of tanking the Rocket season going forward. But I'm gonna say it's
Hope
not.
it's not real because I feel like if it's gonna be don't get it wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with having your well, it is something wrong with being a grown ass man having a spam account. But I'm saying though, like if you gonna talk about basketball, I feel like it wouldn't be just Kevin Durant. You feel me? Feel like it'd be topics about a little bit of everybody. Chris Paul, damn, like you feel me? Troll, like no, like we not trolling Chris Paul at all. He just got retired, but I'm just saying it's mainly like a trolling page. So it's like, why wouldn't you troll Chris Paul or you feel me? Like just certain people, a lot of stuff up in the league that been going on. The fight. the Charlotte? Why didn't you say nothing about the fight? It's just everything is centered around KD. I feel like KD not that dumb to do that. Like, why would I just have a spam account based on everything that's around me? I feel like if it is him, bro, you an idiot. Respectfully, you an idiot, bro. Ain't no other way to put it, bro. Like for real. Like everything that, cause bro, it was the Devin Booker thing that took me out. He said, "When we win, it's the Book team. When we lose, it's my team." That took me out, bro. That took me out. When I read that, I'm like, all right, I ain't gonna lie, they wild. Like, so it's like, if it's like, it's a lot of stuff though. The Ben Simmons thing we used earlier, like, that's wild, bro. If you only mentioning people that you play with, and like it make it too obvious. That's what I'm saying. If it's on that type of tip, bro, yeah, your Hall of Fame status go crazy. Like, I don't know. I feel like that should really affect you because it mess with you as a teammate.
And Mike, that's why I don't want to believe it for real. Like KD was
Yeah,
the first player that I hated, like the actual player. I didn't like when he went to OKC. I'm like, I don't like him, and I think the more I grew to appreciate basketball, the more I appreciated KD. So seeing something like this, like stick to his name, if it does hold up to be true, I really feel like that would have the basketball world looking at him differently, Jay, if he's speaking
for
like this
sure, for
behind.
sure.
So I'm hoping it's not true for KD's
That's what
sake.
I'm saying. For real, for real.
Yeah, I'm with Jay. I'm hoping it's not him, and we'll have to get more evidence. But with KD and like his history of doing this type of stuff with burners, I would not be surprised if it was him. Some of that
Yeah,
stuff
and
that was
admitting
said
that
was
shit.
was crazy. Yeah, some of that stuff he said, like Mike was saying, was crazy, man. But it's just gonna be another. I feel like this will just be another one of those things we put on KD career, man. Like KD, he's an interesting person, we can say. Um, Talent undeniable, but him as a person though is like KD he's a special type of person. So I feel like this is gonna be another one of those things that's just like when we look back in a couple years, we're gonna be like, man, KD used to be on some wild stuff, but he'd come out
I
there and give you
straight up.
25. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, it is what it is at this point
And,
Yeah.
with him.
yeah, we can go ahead and move on. We don't got to harp on it too much because this is at the end of the day just a folk tale, basically. He say, she say, because there's no real proof, but
Right.
he got a history, so you know what I mean. They call him Twitter famous. Uh, we can go and move
And
on to the next
admitting it.
topic. Another controversial topic in NBA news has been the draft change. Adam Silver has been threatening teams with a lot of heavy fines. He's also been, hitting teams with heavy fines for the tanking situation. With this tanking situation being such a prevalent discussion recently, he got a thought in his head that think changing the lottery by incorporating either a tournament or just eradicating the draft altogether is the answer. But I'm here to say I don't think neither one of them shits is gonna make sense. We can start off with the tournament though. And what do y'all think about the lower tier teams that aren't making the playoffs competing for a tournament to have higher draft picks? Um, I want to kind of go first just because I just think it's stupid to Von's point when he put it in the chat the other day when he commented on it, I should say, uh, why would I compete hard for my replacement? Like if I'm imagine a player like the Utah Jazz, like say the Utah Jazz, they're tanking right now. They've been the team taking the most heat, even though it's other teams that's been tanking for years. Why would me as a player, like Ace Bailey, let's say, why would I play super duper hard in this tournament and y'all thinking about getting AJ DeBonsa? AJ DeBonsa and me play the same position. He might be technically better than me. Why would I go out there and give y'all 30 in a championship game to get my replacement? What the fuck are we doing? That don't even make sense because now the incentive is only for the front office and not the players. They don't get no incentive for that. So I'm just gonna let y'all take over though. What do y'all think about him turning it into a tournament?
I ain't got no comment, Reese. I just want to get mine out the way. You broke it down perfectly. You broke it down perfect with the AJ Sabonis. You feel me? With the AJ example you just used, that was perfect, bro. Why in the hell would me, Ace Bailey, the fifth pick rounder? Why would I do that? Like, why would I go out there, just go out there, play my hardest? Like, probably the last game I'm ever gonna play for real. Cause you know how they be doing that at the league. Like y'all know how we got a short span. People be thinking 5 years in the league is, you feel me? That's good. for real. Like people think that's bad, bro. Like people really think 4 years, 3 years in the league is bad now. So people don't be understanding that.
Mhm.
So yeah, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
I think this tournament has to be one of the most craziest like ideas because in reality, the teams that are tanking are the worst teams in the league. You feel me? So we look at a team with say Washington before they got uh AD and Trey Young when they have all these young guys and they're not good. We're not winning the tournament, so we get punished for being one of the worst teams in the league and still being one of the worst teams in the league and not being good enough to get a high seed in the draft pick because we're not good in the tournament. Like that's kind of crazy. It's so backhanded.
And
So,
I got
so
a funny thing. Now that you brought that up, though, Von, imagine the Wizards they sit Trey and AD, but then for the tournament, Trey and AD suit up.
come on,
Like, how do you
like
stop that? Then now it's a problem. Like, why was these players not playing during the regular season? Well, they was hurt.
exactly.
They're healthy now up in June, so it's like now
Wow, like
a
that
lot of
makes
teams
zero
miss the
sense.
playoffs just because of injuries. So
Makes
Yeah, I'm not
zero
a big fan of it. I think Adam Silver is doing a little too much where he thinks that everything could be solved by a tournament. Everything will have to be tournament based. These guys aren't in high school anymore. They're not in college. You know what I'm saying? They didn't did all that stuff their whole life. This is NBA, man, and I think NBA has a tradition that they should stick to. We're not used to seeing all of this new stuff. Of course, we need change, but I don't think tournaments is gonna fix anything. Like you said, like these teams are still gonna be bad no matter if they win or lose the game. So, I'm not a fan of it at all.
what's your take, Jay?
I think I think the biggest issue for real is like in particular with when it comes to this season is just injuries. The only reason we seeing so many teams tanking and we seeing such a big conversation around tanking this year is because of injuries. So when you look at some of those teams who are tanking, it's the Pacers, it's the Jazz, it's the Grizzlies. Like it was teams that dealt with injury, and so like they had to bomb this year anyway. And we forced the league. Well, we forced these like small market teams in a way into building through the draft. Like there's no more free agency where it's like you can sign 3, 4 players in free agency and really like revamp a whole squad. Like that doesn't happen no more. So teams have to build through the draft and like trying to put together a tournament. Like they say, you can't use a tournament to fix everything. Like we've seen that flood the league in like every single aspect. So you just kind of got to deal with it. And I promise, like next year, we won't hear this conversation again, G, because some of those teams who's tanking now are tanking so they can be like really competitive next year.
yeah.
Man, you heard Adam Silver, man. Teams that's at like the 10th through 8th seed, they not competing hard. Let's just throw a tournament in there playing. Team
That's all it is.
people not paying attention during December. Forget it. Let's throw a tournament up and turn it up. It's like just you can't throw a tournament at everything, Adam.
And
God
everything, man,
damn.
that's crazy,
Right.
And
bro.
then on the flip side of things, he gets so mad. I think he on a power trip, like Mike said. Mike was trolling, playing about the money getting to his head, but for real, he on the power trip right now because in my head, this don't make sense. He said also that he's thinking about just eradicating the draft altogether, eradicating a
Which would be
tradition that's been going on for 70 years or so. Like we've been having an NBA draft in the league for years now. Like why would you try to eradicate the NBA draft and now it turns into the Euro League where only the top 10 clubs are going to be able to afford the best players? You got people like AJ. Now it could it backfire on some teams if they throw him a heavy contract? Yes. Imagine you throw AJ 5 years, 100 millions or something crazy off rip for his rookie contract. What if he doesn't pan out? Yeah, that might be bad on them. But now teams like Indiana, like to Jay point, nobody want to play in Indianapolis. Like we all from the the Midwest. People don't want to come to the Midwest on purpose. That's not a thing people do on purpose. You got to land here either via draft, trade, or some unexpected reason for you to come here. You're not going to pick the Indiana Pacers over the Los Angeles Lakers if they let go of Bron and they clear up cap space and you could play next to Luka and AR. That makes no sense. Now the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and then we just have a top 10 heavy league. Like it's just not gonna ever get any better in that way. But what's y'all thought about eradicating the draft? Because I seen some older players say they wouldn't mind it. That'll be fire. But they thinking from a player mindset, well, I can get cheddar, I can get bread. But from a viewer standpoint, what is y'all point of view on that one?
Yeah, I ain't
Um,
with that. I ain't with that at all. It don't make sense. Bro letting the bread get to his head, like I said. Stop brainstorming on Twitter. That ain't where it's at. We ain't brainstorming over there. We just gonna talk with that with the team. That's how we should have did that, Adam. We should have talked with the team. We should have never just said that's the plan, because that's not the plan, bro. Please don't do that, bro. That's not a good idea. Like no, I don't agree with it at all. Simple as that.
Yeah. Like I spoke on about the tournament stuff. I think the NBA should stick to tradition. Like you said, it's been going on since probably like the existence of the NBA. And I just think it really wouldn't benefit like some of those smaller market teams or like the weaker teams in the league that are trying to build teams off of the draft. Because if you think about it, if they can just bring those guys in as free agents, all the big market teams, like with cap space coming up, are just gonna be the ones that's signing those rookies. And then what if those rookies don't turn out to be what they're projected to be? And now GMs are losing jobs because they're not scouting right. Or I just think it could be a lot that comes with that stuff. So I'm not really a big fan on them trying to pretty much get rid of the draft. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, we see it
Yeah,
in baseball right now. It's a conversation where like the it's like 3 or 4 teams that's dominating, signing all of the best players in the league because they can just sign them whenever. There's no cap space over there. It's just chaos pretty much. And I feel like that will be what the NBA is trending towards, where in basketball, one player is going to make way more of a difference than one player would in baseball. So we would see that even more if we just opening up the draft for, teams to just throw out as much money as they want at a player. So
yeah, nah, for real. And I feel like it would play a domino effect into college sports as well. Because if I know if I could just get a contract, like DP is already sitting out, why would I even like sign to a college team? You feel me? Like I feel like
Right.
collegiate sports kind of yield that draft. Like everybody in college know, yeah, I'm trying to commit for the draft this year, so I'm trying to work to get my draft stock up. So if I come in as highly touted as a Cam Bulls or AJ, I don't need to like go to college for real talk. I could go the Ignite way, or I could just take a year off and just work. And I know
Right.
Jazz or Wizards are going to throw me a contract regardless, and that could play like more into them being a bust because we not knowing if they're going to be ready for the NBA just because they don't have no reason to hoop for the
Mhm.
fact.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
just surprised that he even threw this idea out. I'm still flabbergasted that we even having this type of talk. Like I feel like we live in a simulation. 2026 busting already. I was even outside of basketball, bro. Like 2026 got some of the craziest stuff going on, and getting rid of the draft, it was not on my bingo card at all. I ain't never thought that was
Somebody
gonna
need
ever
to
be
pull
conversation.
him to the side and let him know these ideas is not it,
Or
but
at least
Yeah,
I think you know what's
I'm
crazy.
just
somebody.
saying, you
I
gotta
this my
stop going to Twitter and
Yeah,
brainstorming,
this
gang.
my
Like
hot
that ain't
take.
it.
This my hot take. When after like Mike had brought that up with the whole Twitter thing, I'm thinking he's throwing darts in the dark and just he's sending it to his team to release this information out into the public and saying it's behind him. Like he's saying it just to see what the public gonna say. If the public get behind it, he gonna do it. He been doing that with a lot of the things that has been put in place. Like for instance, he brought up the in season tournament idea. He wanted to see what the public general idea or consensus about that was going to be, and if it was good or bad backlash or something like that, he would have just not have done the tournament. But I think he's just literally putting information out there just to see what everybody else gonna say, and then he like, okay, all right, they not messing with that. I'm just saying stuff, just seeing what y'all gonna say. You know what I mean? Seeing what the fans think. So he might be just a type of person that's just trying anything to try to fix like some of these issues, and he willing to mess up a year or two of the NBA if he got to, just to see what the fans' reaction gonna be. I genuinely think that's all he's trying to do, like to see what's gonna stick and what's not gonna stick. But that's not the right way, Adam. We can go ahead and move on though, because Adam tweaking with his bald ass. Last but very not least, I'm gonna let you, what I'm saying, talk about this, Jay, man, because you know you've been around longer than us with this NBA shit, bro.
That's crazy.
Your
that's
boys,
a crazy string.
hey, but
uh,
nah,
that boy CP officially retired from the NBA, bro. Like I know this nostalgia for you. You probably was fucking with CP super heavy when he was on the Hornets and shit. You know when he had the ball fade. So
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a CP3 fan. Like I'm not going to support him publicly, but just in terms of like his game, like he really is a flawless point guard when you think about it. He advanced, like prime CP advanced in every area of the game, like as a scorer, as a passer,
that's
defender.
okay.
Like he really has no flaws for real. And like I feel like if you are uh, uh somebody who's training someone to be a point guard, you would look at CP3 because he really embodies what it means to be a point guard. So shout out to CP, man. I just looked up something and I saw that outside of a year where he was out due to injury, like for half the season, like he had 9 straight years of all NBA and all defensive. Like you don't see that often. Like 9 straight years of that.
That's
So shout out
tough.
CP.
I didn't even know it
Yeah.
was 9 straight years. I knew he had 9 selections, but 9 straight.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, like Jay
This
said, CP3 the embodiment of a point guard, especially for those shorter guards who give you like he gives you life, make you think you can make the league. You feel me? Like, okay, CP did it. I ain't saying I'm CP, but at the same time, I know it's a possibility. And I just hate the fact that this is the way he went out. You feel me? Like with the Clipper situation and everything, then getting traded to the Rockets and just realizing, all right, man, it's over with. You feel me? I just hate the fact, especially for an all time great and all time point guard of this league. I hate how it's like going down, but everybody got to get their flowers to CP. You feel me?
Man, he was the face of the point guards the whole entire 2000s until Steph Curry. Lily D
Yep.
face. We
Literally.
nicknamed him Point God. Like,
yeah, definitely crazy how the league is doing him, man. But that just shows you that this is just a business at the end of the day, and that when it comes to like loyalty and things like that in the NBA, it's just not really a thing. So that's why when guys do certain things in the league, I just be like, man, that's just the business side of it. But I feel like the players and everybody, they do give CP his flowers and what he brought to the game. But as far as like the league, man, they doing it wrong, man. Like I feel like the Clippers should at least let him just stay on the team just for the remainder of the year because you got guys like respect to Mike Conley, but Mike Conley just got traded to two separate teams, released all just to get back to the Timberwolves. So it's like, if a team really cared about you, what I'm saying, they'll make it happen for you. So
Yeah.
I just think the league just doing him dirty. But like I said, the players and everybody respect him and everything that he brought to the game is just it's just great, man. So shout out to CP.
yeah. Mike, what you think about CP retirement, man? I'm gonna let you say your piece before I ask this controversial question.
I got one too, Reese. I got a question too to ask on CP. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Mike.
Um, Shout out CP, man. For real. He gave us a great career. You feel me? A great passer. He showed us how to manipulate the game in different ways. If somebody got their hand in the cookie jar, that's a
Rip through.
foul. You feel me? CP is one of them ones for real. Like, simple as that. Shout out CP. What, ain't he top three for assists right now?
I think top
All
three all
time?
time. Yeah, I think he
Yeah.
definitely in
Yeah,
top three.
yeah. Top three all time assists, bro. Point guys, for real, for real. I'm really a inside person, the type of person that be trying to get like why everything happened. So I was really watching CP3 interview. Shout out Ty Lil. Ty Lil basically gave a little, he was just asking CP what happened, and basically CP was giving niggas my bad. CP was giving people the game, like the young people behind him, like giving them the game as a your contract is this and that. You should be doing this.
Mm.
You feel me? They don't like that. They don't like that, bro. They don't like that. So meanwhile, they telling him, okay, that's good. You feel me? That's you supposed to be doing that. You a vet. You feel me? They telling him that the whole time. It ain't got nothing to do with people was thinking it had something to do with Tyler, what's his name? Ty Lue girl. No, he out here giving real game knowledge to you feel me, the youngsters, and they don't like that, bro. They don't like that for real. Like,
Now that
so
you,
yeah.
yeah. Now that you mentioned
Shout
that, I
out
did see that.
shout out CP3, man. You had a great career, bro. A great career, bro. Don't let this get to you, bro. You did your thing, bro. For real, for real.
Yeah, man. I did see that. Now that you said that, I did see that they said Chris Paul said
Yeah,
that he was getting praised as a great leader by the
yeah,
organization a week before he got released. A week before, they was like,
exactly.
we love you on the team. You being a great leader. You're a great role model, Chris
Yeah,
Paul. And then the next week, they was like,
yeah,
yeah, we gonna go ahead and send you home, bro. Like, we not gonna
exactly.
release you, but you're
Crazy.
not allowed to be
That's
in the
crazy,
arena ever
bro.
again. How you gonna
Yeah, that's
ban? How you gonna
disrespect.
ban
I
your best
don't.
point guard in history from the arena, G? What? Like, and to your point, also, Mike, Chris Paul is second all time on the assist leaderboard. We disrespected
uh,
my boy a little bit. He's second all
And if
time.
I'm pretty sure he probably top 10 steals or something. I'm pretty sure he up
Oh,
there
for
on that
sure.
too.
He
But
might be
that's
top five.
like you feel me? That's why I was saying, like, CP one of them ones, bro. Like, hey, salute, bro, salute. Like, for real, you ain't do nothing. You did your point guard, like how we said earlier, bro.
Yeah.
He was when it come up to passive point guards, he probably like one of the last ones, bro. For real, for real.
So, hey, Tyrese bringing
So
that back, but hey, Jay, go
yeah,
ahead and get your
Tyrese bringing
question
that
off.
back, but yeah.
Wait, Reese, what you say?
I said get your question off right quick, Jay, before I say mine, because we might
So I
be on
feel
the
like
same thing.
no, I don't think we are. I just thought of something like an idea we could do, Reese, going forward, for players that retire because usually if we gonna mention them on this channel when they retire, usually they're a good player or a
Mm-hmm.
notable player. I want to know what y'all like when you think of CP3. Just give me a memory on the court. What do you like? What does your memory take you back to when you think of like CP3 hooping?
Oh my
It could be
Dwight
a
god.
Howard
game or
dunk.
a series.
Dwight Howard dunk. He dunked on Dwight Howard.
Fair
Playoffs.
enough.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
He dunked on Dwight Howard. Come here.
Magic Dwight Howard. Great.
Yeah, Magic
That's
Dwight
three-time
Howard.
DPOI
Come here.
Dwight too. What you
Come
got,
here. So
Vaughn?
that's probably my favorite one of all time.
You know,
I
in
think
real life, Vaughn hoop like CP, so I know he got some.
I ain't gonna lie. I think my most shocking, especially, is like CP on the Thunder. You feel me? I feel like him taking them to that playoffs and having that run that they did. I couldn't do nothing but be in awe in terms of like what he did for that organization. I think he really rejuvenized like that organization. Let me keep it 100.
Mm.
Brought Shea over there. He got them guys hooping, G. I ain't gonna lie, G. Once Shea got there, he told him, this what we gonna do. Got Lou Dort. That's the torture chamber finally. Woke up. But CP on in a OKC jersey, with all the great stuff he's had, I think was the kind of most crazy notable thing that I can think of right now.
Yeah, my most
I liked
notable.
him when he
Go ahead.
was on the Rockets when him and James Harden, man, that was a special time for him, and I feel like they could have really they could win all the way if he didn't get hurt. But that kind of goes to show you the type of player that CP was, like you said, that stem with OKC. He turned those young guys up, and then he also went to Phoenix, and they went to the finals. So um, just kind of, just the things that he did when he went to any team he went to, he kind of elevated them. So that's what I always enjoyed about Chris Paul. That he just was one of those real like floor raisers when it came to teams. So
Man, my favorite moment from him. Well, I would say most notable. I wouldn't say favorite. My most notable moment for him is that in 2014 when OKC went against the Clippers, they put Chris Paul on KD and he was boxing KD shit in the post. Like that was the first time I ever seen a 6 foot guard. Like, cause now we see it more in conventional games nowadays. Like, well, we do stuff on the OKC. We might put Alex Caruso on Jokic or things of that nature. But that was the first time I ever seen a small guard a 7 footer and give him fits. Like he literally real life made KD feel uncomfortable in his shooter's pocket. Like he could not get the ball up above his waist. I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember watching that and I'm like, damn, bro, Chris Paul, KD, like you can't turn and rise up. He might have even elevated KD game after that year in 2014. That's when he turned into more of a I'm just gonna get to my spot type of player even more because contrary to belief, KD was not always this get to my spot player. I swear to God, he used to have so many games where it was like, bro, you just all you gotta do is raise up KD. But that was my
yeah,
favorite, most notable moment. Like I said, not my favorite, but it was my most notable moment because I realized how much of a defender Chris Paul was. I was still fresh in
Yeah.
watching basketball, so like I didn't understand the game to a certain degree, and I didn't see the game in that lens, like that a coach would have that type of trust in a 6 foot guard. So, shout out CP though, man. He had a great career, like you said though, Mike. Great career. Um, but that about wraps it up for us, man. Like, if y'all got any last minute remarks about anything we said.
did
I
you
like
still
the
have
fact
your question or no?
Oh yeah, you know what? I was going to skip it, but I go ahead and say it. My only question was: is CP a top 5 point guard? Because I seen some people say
No,
he's
He's
not
a
top 5 no more.
not to me. But I think I got him on like he's in that 6 to like 8 range. All of those guys are interchangeable for real. So I think you can argue him as high as 6, but no, I don't got him top
Yeah,
5 no more.
I got a
I think you can
controversial
argue
question
as
for
well,
Mike
but
too.
winning definitely plays a factor in how high I can rank you. So just because he hasn't won anything, I do have to kind of rank him a little lower. But I do think he's around like at least top 8.
who do y'all
Damn.
have
wait,
above him? Who do y'all
is
have
we
above him?
talking if we talking about stats, so what is we talking,
No,
Reese?
no,
Like
no.
we
Listen,
talking about who do we like to watch or what we talking?
Okay, I got
Cause we
two.
talking
I
about
got two things.
who we like to watch. Cause he not on my who I like to watch. You
Not
know, I
who
like J Kidd. You
I
know,
was.
that's
I
my
was gonna
favorite
ask
all
you
time
that.
point
I
guard.
was gonna ask you that, but really, it's not about who you like to watch. I'm more so talking about
Okay.
just overall game as a point guard. Who's the best point guards? Who's your top 5 point guards? Because the consensus list right now doesn't have CP in it. Like the most notable list I've seen is players like Magic Johnson, Stephen Curry, Oscar Robertson, John Stockton, and Isaiah Thomas. But me personally, we done with the
I
90s
ain't
and
going
80s.
like
I
I'm
that.
would
Yeah,
taking,
how
put
about
no.
that?
I'm
You right.
taking,
I'm
I'm
lying.
taking, I'm
I say
taking
I'm
I don't.
Stockton.
taking him over John Stockton
I'm
easily,
taking,
I
I'm
bro.
take him
taking
over
Chris.
John
Easily take him
Stockton.
over John
I am
Stockton.
too, but the problem is, I'm not gonna lie. I'm taking Russ over CP. I'm sorry. I'm taking Russ over
I am as
CP.
well.
I'm not mad at that.
I'm taking Russ over
I'm not
CP.
mad at that.
And then
After this season,
I
I'll
ain't.
take Shea over CP. I think we
I
seeing
was
that
just
scoring
finna
guard
say
now. There's gonna
that.
be a lot of guys that can today scoring. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I was gonna say
Like
if
the way the
we
point guard game is
I
shifted, he gonna
mean,
get it.
I'm taking Shea over PG from 2 years ago. You know, Shea been averaging 30 for 3 years.
that's what I'm saying. Like I think Shea elevated last year. What he did elevated him over CP for me. I don't give a fuck about all that longevity shit no more. If a nigga giving you 3 years of scoring that only Michael Jordan has ever did, he's doing something that only
Yeah,
Michael Jordan has ever did right
yeah,
in front of our
facts.
eyes. That's crazy work to me. I
Yeah,
feel like that's if he's gonna be considered a point guard, I'm putting Shea over him too. So, but then again, y'all can't take my word too crazy because I just put 2 OKC niggas over him. So, like,
I say I don't think I'm taking Russ over CP strictly for a stat that Jay brought up earlier, where he said 9 defensive straight. You feel me? Like not a lot of point guards doing that.
not a lot of
Yeah.
players. Forget point guards.
Not
Not
a
a
lot
lot
of
of
players
people.
straight up, especially 6 foot ones. You feel me?
And
Come on.
low key, neither one of them never like won either. But I feel like Chris Paul elevates his team better than what a Russell Westbrook would do. Like, of course, Russ had to carry his teams and things like that. But as far as like their career and totality, I think Chris Paul, even though he hasn't won, you would consider Chris Paul a winner. You know, like you have winning players that haven't won championships, and I believe Chris Paul is one of those players for sure.
No, for sure. I,
Yeah.
I do agree. He does elevate his teammates and elevates teams to a different level. But
Hey, I got a question. Nash or Paul?
CP.
you got to go CP. I ain't gonna lie, you got to. But then again, Nash got 2 MVPs.
Cause that's the only person I ain't been hearing everybody talk about.
He
And
not
I'm pretty
because
sure
Nash
he
not
up
top.
there.
Nash not even top 8. Even though he got them 2 MVPs, he not top 8. He not better than none of the players we named so far. I'm not taking him over none of them.
Okay.
I guess
I can't take a nigga that averaged 15 points per game over none of the people we just named. Like 15 and 10 is not moving me. I'm sorry. That's not moving me in any type of way. I don't know how I was moving them niggas to vote MVP, but yeah. We can go ahead and wrap up this podcast episode though, man. This episode 13. We appreciate all the fans and friends and family that has been supporting us this long way. We got a long journey ahead of us. We got the second half of the season coming up. It's going to be some interesting basketball. Stay tuned. Socials down below. Support us everywhere. We on all 3 platforms. We on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. And we'll be back next week, y'all. We out of here.